How about Shaun Chapas over here, former Georgia fullback? And we were talking a little earlier, not all the way back, but the fullback's kind of back a little bit, right? We've seen Georgia line up with a fullback this year. Josh McCray's done that some. Prior to injury, by the way, Ethan Barbour's here tonight. Prior to injury, Ethan Barbour lining up at fullback a little bit. So maybe the fullback position on its way back, which I think is a good thing.
Hashtag bring back the fullback.
I would agree with that, right?
That's what I like to say. And as you'll remember, I could argue one of the most important plays of the game last week at Ole Miss was that 4th and 1 where we gave the ball to McCray. He lined up as a fullback. And we were down 35-26 at the time. And he got hit in the backfield. Credit to Josh for stumbling ahead for, 2-3 yards and getting the first down.
Well, it's funny you bring that up because, in a game like this where there's like 80 points and it's crazy, it's almost like there's so many moments, it's hard to chronicle them all. But you can make a case, I know Lane Kiffin feels this way because he said so, you can make a case that the Josh McCray run, the second effort to get that first down, that's almost as big as anything that happened, because if that doesn't convert there, who knows what happens with the game, but there's a very good chance it does not go our way. McCray's run was about as big as anything that happened.
Yeah, look, as a former fullback, I will say that when he lined up at fullback, it was the play of the game. So that's why we got a hashtag bring back the fullback.
I love that. Well, how much fun is this tonight, seeing former players, guys that I know you're friends with, an incredible night of fellowship. What does it mean to you?
It's a ton of fun. Coach Richt does an incredible job with this event. I was here, this is the 3rd year, I think, right? And I was here 2 years ago, and just the amount of good he's been able to do with the research and the money he's been able to raise. And, who doesn't love coming out here and spending time with, for me, former teammates and the current guys on the roster. And it's just a great night of fellowship, like you said. And I'm really, really proud of Coach Rick and his family and what they've been able to put together. It's really cool to see.
And as a player yourself, former player, you know what it's like. Even in an off week, practice is a grind. And Kirby practices these guys hard, and Georgia fans are glad that he does. But the fact that these guys are out here smiling and posing for pictures and hanging out with kids and just giving of themselves, like really making people feel like they're a part of it. Not an easy thing to do in the middle of the week when you're probably thinking about maybe having a Saturday off, but these players have been as generous with their time as anything tonight.
Absolutely, and I think it starts with Coach Smart, giving everyone the blessing and encouragement to come out here and do it. And then, credit to the guys, too, for showing up and having smiles and having a good time and having great attitudes because, I'm sure that they'd rather be here than grinding out on the field with a Kirby Smart football practice.
Yeah, maybe Kirby let them go a few minutes early today if they had a chance to come over here, right?
Yeah, exactly. But no doubt they're working their tails off on the field, too. So it's good to see them get out here and have some fun.
Well, Shaun, we're glad to see you tonight. Always a fun time to catch up and talk to you. Thanks for being a part of what we're doing here tonight.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
Good stuff.